and welcome. My name's Amina and I'm filming this little get ready with me. I've got my little clippy crocodile clips. I'm just gonna clip up my edges, well, my fringe even. I'm going to dry my baby hairs that I've just gelled, and the weather's awful, it's really wet and rainy, so I've been getting on with chores around my house and just like some of my daily tasks and everything. Had like errands to do out and about, but this weather is just not it right now, and I've currently not got a car, so I broke my umbrella yesterday. My umbrella broke and these pieces are not cooperating, so I'm waiting for the weather to settle a bit until doing like the other tasks that were supposed to get done that are out and about. Not very many, but so I've prepped my face, I've like moisturized, and like I've washed, moisturized, and then gelled some edges. Haven't really gelled edges for some time, so I've got a little dryer that I bought online, and it was an inexpensive one from a brand called Cross, and it has attachments too. So it's got these attachments similar like the other high-end dryers I'm about to attach, and just use this one. So let's just slot that in and get on with that. There's 3 settings on this one. I'll add a link. Maybe you want to try if you're looking for a more inexpensive blow dryer similar to the high-end ones. I've used this to like blow out just like a straight sleek style, so this is just to do my edges, so I'm using this attachment. I was wondering why. So this side I thought I was using to blow, but the air actually obviously is from like this part where there's a gap, so I'm gonna just try it. So it has like the settings. That's why I thought the air was like going to be on that end, but I'm wondering, so basically this is to loosen, so it just has a pot there. I'm just about to loosen it like that and can slot back. I feel like that's dry. I've put my lashes on like clearly, just a bit put together. I put them on before filming because I've been like multitasking and trying to like tick off my to-do list, different like parts of my day, not specifically the get ready, but like I had to phone my GP because I had like this really irritating skin condition the other day. My hands swelled up and I had like swelling on my fingers around my knuckles and everything, and I was like concerned because it was like really irritating and itching and painful. It was sore, so I was wondering whether it was something that I ate or anything. I'll just take these off and now do a bit of makeup, just something light, and it's on my desk, so I've got like just some drugstore and basic collection makeup. Loose powder from Poundland, some of the drugstore LA Girl makeup, and there are some. So I'm going to move to sit at my vanity. I was sitting at my other nail desk, so there's a power socket to blow dry, that's why I use that one basically, and I'll go ahead and just do my makeup along with you guys. Right, my robe kept on undoing, it weren't knotted tight enough, and I just smudged something on my finger. Not sure where that's from. It looks like eyeliner. Might be from my powder puff. I've just positioned you guys on like my mirror because I'm using my phone and it's got one of those Octo buddies to stick because I thought I'd try that out, and my skin's been breaking out a bit. I have put a smoothing add to because I'm self-conscious of like my little like skin patches and stuff. So if you were wondering, that is why. Like, oh no, is it from, something's gone on my thing. Looks like mascara or something smudged on the friggin' headband. So that's where the smudging's from. My videos sometimes are all over the place because random shit like that happens and I'm like, what the fuck? I need a wipe or something to get that off. BRB. Right, I've got to wipe this now. I wonder whether these can wash in the washing machine. They probably are washable, but I'm not sure. I've never actually put them in the washing machine or anything. But that is giving smudged. Oh, it's making it worse. Well, I'll put that in the washing machine and figure that out. Some other things right now. I've got things to do, and basically, see my ears. Just whatever. Just a quick little something right about now, and my fingers were inflamed and could be osteoarthritis or something. I already have a little bit of that in some of my joints and other health conditions that make it a bit difficult to do certain things. So I'm waiting for my bloods to be discussed. I had to have them taken yesterday, I think, or the day before. So I have like fallen a bit behind on some of my tasks. I'm just looking for the concealer. So I'll just go in, and this is a light shade. It's porcelain. It's like this one, and because when it blends, I use it as like a bit of a highlight. When it blends out, I blend it over the reddish parts. and my beauty blender is damp already. I had like my to-do list for, let me get on with like my home tasks and stuff that I've got to do around my house and whatnot, so that's what I got on with. See, as it blends, it's just a bit of a highlighting concealer because I get like veins around like my eyes and stuff about it. And also a little story time of an incident that happened. That's flown there again. Oh my gosh. It's just awkward. I'm a bit of an awkward person, as you probably might have noticed already from some of my videos if you've watched any of them. But basically I ordered some items online that weren't really like fitting properly, and so basically I had to return some packages and looked up online the place to drop them off and everything. It wasn't there, so twice, two different locations basically, and like local to me, and the other one was further in west. So was like, okay, I'm gonna try and find one not like specifically from the map, like Google Maps or whatever, because it took me to like places where there weren't any. Then on my way like to one that I could remember like at the top of my head like where it was, and then was like crossing the road, basically a guy on a quad bike drove like in front, and then there was like some commotion. Like I think I said, oh, like I crossed and was just like, hey, back at him or something, because he was going kind of fast. But then he got angry and drove back round, drove on his quad bike, and it was right by a petrol station, so I saw him drove round to like follow me back, and I thought, oh shit, what have I done now? He's gonna get angry at me. So then now I'm laughing about it, but at the time he was like overly aggressive and was like, I'm just thankful that he didn't punch me, and like, because he was threatening, oh, I'm gonna thump you up, I'm gonna thump you up. Followed me round the unit of the petrol station where you get the gas out of, and I was like running one way and he was driving the other way, like literally like Tom and Jerry. It's like Tom and Jerry. So I've experienced being punched and like assaulted by random strangers, like guys, males, men before, and I don't tolerate or agree with guys hitting females or just random people thinking it's okay to hit another stranger. Like all of that violence, I feel like it's unnecessary, and like over the top is unnecessary and it's overreactive. And then followed me into the shop of the petrol station, carry on like shouting at me. I can't remember like if he was swearing, but for the most part all I remember was, oh, I'm gonna thump you up, I'm gonna thump you up. And then I had to report him because I was thinking that's not okay behaviour. You might be angry, but like control your emotions. I feel like these days people feel like it's just alright behaviour and it's acceptable to treat anyone aggressively and violently, and feel like it's okay to do stuff like that. I disagree. I feel like, you know, you can just amicably say with your mouth, whatever the issue is that's bothering, this is slipping, whatever the issue is, you don't have to throw threats or anything. Like, threatening is not okay, and that was something. I'm not sure why I'm experiencing these things multiple times. It's not one time that's happened. I've been hit. One guy was trying to approach me on his bike, following me on his bike as I was like around the corner from my place, trying to get home from like getting a pizza. When I kept on saying no, he persisted, carried on following me. Then I was like no, and then he was like, calling me a bitch, are you bitch? Then he hit me. I had to report him, and it's just not acceptable. It's like traumatizing, and it is triggering of, you know, other domestic violent issues I've experienced. So that isn't okay, and it puts me off doing things, puts me off filming, I have like trust issues because of that, like puts me off putting myself out there, or like, so I don't particularly want to, you know, talk about it. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to be like criticized or, you know, get backlash or negativity from what I talk about when I post, but I feel like it's worth me sharing the experience, because females and even guys shouldn't be, in my opinion, just lashing out on each other for petty little things. Like, I'm pro love, I'm pro, like, if someone pisses you off or something, be like, oh yo, you know, call it. Don't be treating me that way. Like, maybe everyone's not the same. Clearly everyone's not the same, so people like to overreact. In my experience, I feel I've been the brunt of the overreacting angry person that doesn't like something that I've done, and they're ready to like hit me for it, beat me up, threaten me, and actually even do it. So I feel like that's a bit messed up. That's more than a bit messed up, that is very messed up. And so basically I've just done my eyebrows, as you've seen. My nose is running, just use this, and just because I've got lashes, I don't particularly need to add mascara, maybe a little lip tint. I'll go in with this that I got online. It's a chatty. It's basically chatty cosmetic, and it's in this shade. It's giving a MAC dupe. So it's a little MAC dupe basically. Just this like plum red or plum pink, whatever descriptive for that. Nice little shade, quite creamy. Anywho, I feel like doing my nails, so stick along if you'd like to see what nails I pick out. I'll just be adding some stick-on. I applied out my hair also yesterday to get these waves, a bit of like fluff just from random stuff basically, and I was maybe going to plait back like later. I'm not sure, this thing slipping is throwing me off, so I'm going to just stick on some nails, and I think that was the most part of this little get ready with me. Right, I'm at my little edge table, and I've got a little Lovlies range. I picked these up from Shein, and they're the perfect professional nails, and nice little selection. They're like these designs, you'll see once I've put them on. Look itch. And I'm not sure how I feel about talking about incidents like this online, basically, because like I mentioned before, I don't really have much interaction with my videos, and it is what it is. But sometimes I wonder, and I'm a bit curious of like who watches my videos and what they think of my content. Not to say like I care so much about like what people think and all of that, but you know, I just wonder out of curiosity, because that's the design. If you can see, it's like a little heart and a star with like some letters. I might trim them down a bit though, because the shape, I'm not too keen on the shape length. So look for, where's the thing? I've just put my emery board, like it was here a minute ago. I popped you up on a nail case. So if you guys are thinking this odd angle, it's alright. Just like one of these ones that are with a pack. So I have a longer length one like this. Although I have a few different emery boards that I use sometimes when I'm filing. This one also, I think, from Boots. And this one I got from a beauty con. This was the Shein one. This is a little mini one, I think, with the nail set basically. So I have like not eaten anything since brunch, and it's almost about dinner time. I meal prepped the other day and made like also I have some spicy noodles and rice. So with the stew I'll probably eat one of those. I'm not sure, either the noodles or the rice. They're my go-to. And I like potatoes, and potatoes are my fave, like roast potatoes, jacket potatoes, chips, boiled potato, mashed potato, like I love all of that. And just file these so then it will probably hold the nail a bit tighter, firmer even. I rest my hand on a table sometimes when I'm filing, although I'm trying to do this little mini or get ready with me quickly. My throat is a bit sore, so if my voice sounds a bit raspy, croaky, or trying to get the thing that I'm wobbling. This nail glue I picked out from Superdrug. It's the Elegant Touch London one. This is like about $3.99, and I'll go ahead and hopefully I've got enough of these. I put them on the other day. The day the guy followed me on the quad bike, I had these on and I trimmed them, and these are the trimmed ones. Then literally, look at the difference. One's longer, and then I trimmed it like a little bit shorter. They look really nice. My hand, all of them popped off on one hand, the other hand stayed. And I was baffled because I still had to like drop off the package. So after this I had to find the shop and figure out like where I can drop off the packages so it wouldn't delay basically, because there's a time frame for sending back Anyways, trying to find the nail size. The nails popped off basically after the drama and the incident, the aggression with the guy. I'm not sure how. I literally don't even know. Anyways, I was in a daydream and forgot the flash, so trying to experiment with different lighting. Also just so I get migraine, so some bright lighting sometimes just gives me a migraine. This is the nail. You can see it a bit clearer, I'm guessing. My eyes are a bit tired today, so I'm not sure like what I'm seeing fully. And then that is that. I'm going to do the other hand. Just put this on. I feel like because it's cold here, it's affecting my train of thought, and as well as making me a bit sleepy. But put that on. I bought a UV light that I ought to use. It's just organising my spacing for it is a bit awkward because I have minimal space at the minute. I feel like my edges are lifting and a bit frizzy, but I'm trying not to faff with them. Anyway, that's glued. Let's move on to the other nail. I also have like thought of going live on some other platforms, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a bit like apprehensive, like holding back, because when I post other videos, the interaction is like questionable. So if I were to go live, how would that be? Would I get hate? Would people be like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Get off. I actually wonder. But I'm curious. Just elevate my content, maybe. And so I've turned that flash off. I feel like it weren't really making a difference. It's kind of making me look orange and stuff. And this light isn't the greatest, but I'll just prefer the flash to be off. I'm thinking to get DJI Cosmo, and I've been eyeing them up. I looked at some, and I looked at their website, and they've got some on Amazon as well, and they're quite dear. They are expensive, and because I'm not a like popular content creator or anything, I'm not sure whether getting one is like necessary. So, but I haven't got a filming camera at all. I have a little like photography camera. One of my other cameras was stolen as well, and that affected my like confidence to get another camera, because I was put off like the memory of the other one being stolen, and just had PTSD from that basically. So I was just using my phone, and I feel like this one's a bit tight. Let's use another one. Let's use another nail. It's stuck now. Press it down too hard. I hope that this little video isn't too boring, and this hair needs fluffing up a bit, but it's whatever. What was I talking about? Maybe the camera. So I've got like thoughts to get the Osmo. I might invest and get one. This nail's too fat for my finger. I feel like I've run out of nails. Oh shit, that's a fail. I literally have 3 more to go, and maybe if I had one from the one that popped off the other day, and then go from there, because I've got some of my little fingers. It's just this one, so I'll try to do that. I put on some classical music for my cats to listen to, and sometimes it's a bit much. It's not like my favourite genre of music, but I just move this camera because it's actually throwing me with how bad the lighting is, and I can't be asked right now because it's actually irritating me. So literally in a corner, but it's making me look extra dark even though my vanity light is on. This is what annoys me, and I get stressed and feel like, fuck it, I don't want to freaking film no more, because for one, the lighting, 2, I'm being clumsy, and then 3, I have minimal views, less than a friggin' I don't know, the numbers shouldn't really affect me, but, well, anyone care? Literally, I've just smudged friggin' eyeliner on my furniture, because it's kind of embarrassing to like post and then you get like 1 view. Imagine that was you and you post and you put effort and then 1 view, no comment. You'd be thinking, what is the point? Or, you know, are shady people, not shady people, but are people being shady? Are people like, they're chatting behind your back thinking, oh, this loser, oh, whatever. I bet. But anyways, so, yeah. Oh, another thing, going to the supermarket and being accused of stealing. Oh, it happened to me yesterday. It's happened to me a few times, and it's actually getting on my nerves. Oh, because I don't steal from the supermarket. I don't steal, and I've had shit stolen from me and my personal belongings from my home, and I'm not gonna go to a shop and steal. Like, what the fuck? Basically, we went to Tesco and friggin' security is hassling me. I left the shop, excuse me, follow me, to go back in the shop when I've got my receipt in my hand. Just because it was raining, I'm wearing some big old, I'm literally wiping the vanity because I don't want it to stain. So I've used my perfume. Then it's falling. That's what I'm talking about, being clumsy. Right, anywho, it's probably because of my hands, and I don't know if you can see the swelling on like this finger and that finger, and they're red. Where it's red, that was irritating, and it was a lot worse. Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, having dark complexion or having light complexion, but I feel people these days are discriminating, and they like to be in their little cliques and have their little like what's it called, indirect or innuendo or whatever the fuck the word is, I don't friggin' know, but just have like, oh yeah, these are my people, have their groups and stuff like that. Might be overreacting even myself and a bit paranoid with that, but I feel, because I used to get this in school where people were like discriminating because of being light and being brown and all of that. So I used to actually get bullied for it, and I feel like online there's similarities with that, and I'm just trying to be myself and, you know, make something of myself and do what I love by, you know, filming content on things that I've liked since I was a kid and have like evolved and carried on liking and things like that. But anyways, a little rant before I carry on doing my nails. There was a security and just like giving me aggro when I went to the till, bought the items, and I feel like because I had my long puffer for the rain, like, you know, the long ones are like literal ankle puffers, and I had a bonnet on because I was using it as a hat because of the weather, and my hood. Just assuming that I'm leaving when I was in there for literally 2 minutes. I went to get the toilet and baby wipes and toilet roll, and then paid for the things, had the receipt, but there's an issue. I don't see what the issue is because I am not a thief. Anyways, I'm trying to find the nail, so I'm going to put this one and then just trim them after. Yep, that one fits. So that was annoying and just put me in a funky mood, and I was thinking, already the weather's crap, already I've been followed, already I'm getting like aggression from moody friggin' guys, and then go to the groceries to just get some little essentials and being accused of friggin' stealing. I don't think that's fucking okay. I've even seen people steal from the supermarkets, and some securities are like adamant and try and like stop them and then let them go after blatantly seeing them take something. They don't like persist. Then me, that doesn't. And I feel like they're questionable topics, and I feel like they're debatable topics and things to debate about or, you know, have an opinion about. I have friends from multiple different ethnicities, and I like to just see people for like them as a person, not necessarily their race and everything. And I feel like some people are too stereotyping or like want to criticize or put like categories into things. I don't even know. I literally don't even know. I'm trying to find my clipper to clip the nail now, so I have my this is not okay. Some of them next time, if you'd like to see me do nails with the gelish like UV, then possibly I'll film one. This is probably nearly finished, that's why the glue is like finishing, so it's like at the bottom of the little pack bottle, whatever. I just had to recollect my thoughts because I'm not being funny or anything, but there are some suspicious people and there are some like overly just, you know, people doing too much in my opinion anyway, just trying to do good and not get into trouble, to be fair. So I've got these two for my little pinky, the last little nails, and then I'll be wrapping up this little video. I'm not sure how long this is, hopefully not too long. I'm trying to, they're like stuck together. Right, let's crack on and just do this. I feel like maybe I'm a bit too close to the camera, maybe. This is falling. And I need to use the loo, so I'm being a bit moody even, and probably due to have dinner, so I'm being a bit of a grouch. I'm getting hungry. This is and I feel like let them dry a bit before I trim them, maybe. I'm hoping they don't drop off. My train of thought is all over the place. Trying to find the little one that fits. This one fits. I'm looking for just a little bit more respect from people. I am quite respectful, and there was a period where I would be like respectful, where people would criticize me and be like, oh, you're being too nice, blah blah blah. Then when I'm just being me and just being kind, because I don't want to be that person that's out to be horrible to other people, because it's not nice to be horrible for like experience horribleness, if you get my drift. And when I speak up and say things that are maybe not tolerable, society will frown upon saying certain things. It's like, oh, shut up and blah blah blah, when who are you to be saying like shut up to my testimonial, like my experience, or if I'm venting, it's like, yeah, your prerogative to say shut up, but then it's my prerogative to talk to. So how about equality? Yeah. Anyway, my nails are put on, and I'll just add a bit to the cuticle edge, whatever, so that they stick on a bit. This glue is quite light, doesn't have that very chemical smell. It's not too chemical. You get my drift? Anyway, trim them after. Use my little fan to dry them. So I hope that this video was maybe something enjoyable to watch. If you can relate, then maybe drop a comment or like the video. If you like, you know, it's up to you. No one's forcing anything. But yeah, they're a really cute colour though. I like the ombre pink. Oh. No. The heck? Whoa. We have falling, and it's not staying. Well guys, I think this is my sign to conclude the video. So I was going to cut them short like this one, and I still am. So if you like to just stick along to just, you know, see how they are trimmed, then I'll show after I've dried them. So a little overview of how my nails turn out, and excuse me, a bit of a wind moment. They're basic and just something a little simple, a little pink ombre with some white heart and star details on the edges, you know, just a little something to freshen up my nails before the Valentine's weekend. I may see how these last and like might go to the nail salon as like a little treat and self-love, you know, a little day out or something, or do a different style. I'm not sure, but for today this is how they turn out. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, then emoji the nail emoji, and I'm grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that you've chose to watch my video, and hopefully I hope that you enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you did and want to see more videos from me. Thank you. Bye.